sitting down with a group of parents, we came up with the idea of Wacky Wednesdays for kids this summer, and I immediately pictured cows raining from the heavens, kind of symbolic of the fact that we're in a cow pasture. But when I showed the image to Megan, her imagination went in a different direction, and she was hungry for Chick-fil-A. But our imagination has that ability to take us from where we are and transport us to a new reality. We have that habit of thinking about imagination as though it's a kid's game just for children, but in reality, it's essential for all of us. In my office, there's a poster of Albert Einstein, and beneath his picture, there's a quote, and he says, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." And this is true not just in science. This is true of all of life. Imagination allows us to see a new reality, which means it's essential for Christianity. And reading with the grain of scripture, Richard Hayes writes about imagination. He says, "The Spirit-led imagination, an imagination converted by the Word, is an essential faculty for the work of theological exegesis." Now, do not let these scholarly terms confuse you. Theological exegesis is simply studying the Bible to find God. And studying the Bible with an imagination converted by Jesus is essential, because we can't let the scripture stay 2,000 years old, static. The scripture needs to move and be present, to be active and alive in our time. And so we imagine the scripture into our lives, into our moment, into our church, and it's an essential practice. As we read Resolve 2021, our challenge to read the entire New Testament this year, and I hope you're doing that. It's just a chapter a day. As we do that each day, I challenge you to use your imagination, to not let the text be static, but to imagine it into this moment. Imagine it into your life, to imagine the stories changing who you are, to let your imagination be taken over by Jesus, and that you may see not cows falling from heaven, but the kingdom coming down and transforming everything around us through the love of Christ.